Hey everybody, it's Amanda, and today I'm going to show you my last Azure standard order. All right everyone, if you've been following, and I'm sure you have, we've been in the middle of a big home reno. And so I got an Azure standard order, and I just have not had any time to deal with it or to film it. But we are starting to kind of pick up and kind of fix some things that have been lingering around the house. We're just kind of at that stage now that we really just need to do it. So I was like, let me just film and show you guys what I got. Because what I'm trying to do with Azure Standard is every month spend about $200 from Azure Standard. And I'm trying to kind of switch over from eating regular junk to more organic foods. So am I being super successful right now while the reno is going on? No, but I am getting well stocked so that as soon as everything is done, we can go full force on it. And if you follow me for a while, then you know that once I determine to do something, I will keep trying until it's done. For instance, for many years, I wanted to garden and completely failed. But I got a garden now, guys. So, and I've had it for the last couple of years. It just, sometimes things take time, but I am at peace with that with myself. And frankly, I want to encourage you to be at peace with that with yourself. If you can't do everything right away, that doesn't mean you don't keep working at it. So I'm just going to keep stocking, and that's what I do. So anyway, so my goal is around $200 every month. And this last month when I got my order, and I actually pulled it up on my phone so I can tell you the total, I spent $223.69. My actual total was $209.53. It was $17.81 in shipping, and then I had like a $3 credit that they gave me, so it was $223.69 that I got. And last time, I will link up here, you can see that I bought like a ton of flour, like a ridiculous amount of flour. But here's what I didn't buy: buckets to store said flour. So this Azure Standard order, the majority of what I got was buckets for food storage, and then I got some additional items that I wanted for meeting my goal of making Dave's Killer Bread at home. So you'll see what I got. But anyway, I'm going to show you all the things I got and tell you the prices, and then you will see what I have. And let me just say too that my house is a mess right now because we are in the middle of a reno. So just ignore it, because I've literally, my laundry room was so full of stuff and I had to take everything out of there because we've been going to the laundromat, and now it's all in my family room. So just ignore it. Okay. Here we go. All right, so these are the things that I got with my Azure Standard order, and you can see right here I have my buckets and lids, and then over here are the actual items that I ordered this time. So first of all, let's talk about these buckets. These right here are the 5-gallon food safe buckets. So these are the 5-gallon buckets, and on the top it says Gamma lid, the Gamma seal. I was just sticking those on there because I was peeling them off of here, and I thought, well, wait, I should leave one on. So I left one on to talk about in a second. But these are buckets that came shipped, and you can see on the outside are the 5-gallon buckets, and on the inside are the smaller buckets that I got for the smaller items. And let me just tell you, those smaller buckets are 2-gallon buckets. I couldn't remember if they were 2 or 3 gallon. So we have 5-gallon buckets and 2-gallon buckets. I got 5 5-gallon buckets and 5 2-gallon buckets in here, and then I ordered a 6th 2-gallon bucket that came separate. So here, well, actually I think there's 7. This is the 7th one. So, and then these are lids that correspond to the number. So let's talk about these buckets. The 5-gallon buckets were $7.95 each for the food grade buckets. And you can definitely get them cheaper, but I'm trying to have this for long-term storage. And since we're making over the whole house, you know, we thought we'll spend like an extra couple of dollars and get ones that match so it can be nice with our newly renovated house. So that's what we're doing. I don't know how I'm going to store it just yet. We're still working on that, but that's what we're doing. The 2-gallon buckets were $10.95 for 3. And like I said, we got 7. So I got 2 sets of 3, and then a single bucket by itself was $4.95. So you can see why I bought that in bulk. But that's the buckets that I got. And then the lids, the 2-gallon buckets, again, a 3 count was $13.89. And a single one was $5.34. So I got 2 of the 3 counts and a single one. And then the 5-gallon bucket lids up here, those, a 3 count, were $21.92, and I got 2 sets of those. So most of my spending last month was getting the food storage. Again, we just want it to kind of match and look attractive, and so that's what we spent it on. But then we did get a few food items to go with the things that we'd already bought. So probably the biggest thing that we got in terms of size is we got this 15-pound bag back here of pink Himalayan salt. See it back there? And you know, that can just refill some of the salt grinders that we have. It was $26.44, which I think is a really good deal in terms of if you want to break it down per pound for pink Himalayan sea salt. So that should last us a good while. And then I also got a couple of other things. So these 2 big bags back here, we've got pumpkin seeds. This is a 5-pound bag, and this is raw pumpkin seeds in a 5-pound bag. So this one is dry roasted and salted, and this one is raw. And this one is just for snacking on, and this one is for making into breads. So the raw pumpkin seeds were $19.42, and the dry roasted pumpkin seeds were $26.74. Now this is one of our favorite snacks right now, so I thought that was a good thing to get and have in bulk. So then we also got these broccoli seeds for sprouting. I don't know if you know this, but I'm allergic to alfalfa, so I can't do any alfalfa sprouts. So broccoli seeds for sprouting work for me, and I love broccoli anyway. So anyway, this broccoli seeds for sprouting, because we wanted to incorporate some sprouts in our diet. It's a 1-pound bag for $14.41. And then I also got some raw sunflower seeds. Again, this is going into my goal of making Dave's Killer Bread, so I'm trying to get some seeds and things that are incorporated in it. And so that bag was only $3.80 for 1 pound. So that is the other items that we got. And so basically that was all that we purchased this month for that $223.69. So there are definitely a lot cheaper ways to get the buckets. I mean, the buckets, you could really go get free ones from like Walmart. I've heard people do that, or other grocery stores. And like I said, if you want to be cheap about it, if I were in a place where that was what I needed to do, I would totally do it. But this is just the way we're doing it right now. And so that is what we're spending. But I also think too that like anytime you get into something new, particularly in terms of food, like when we started canning and we had to go buy canning jars, you know, you're gonna spend a little bit more on the outset just to get stocked up, and then once you're stocked up, then you know you don't have to buy as much as you keep going. I hope that makes sense. So getting these buckets and having the exact number of buckets we need for the things that we want to have on hand, I think is going to work well for us, just to make sure that everything is organized and neat. You know, my husband, like I said, he loves organization. And the more I can keep it organized, the more I can keep it neat, the easier it'll be for me to use. So anyway, so this is what we spent on Azure this month. I am getting ready to do a new order, and I am looking for, if you guys order from Azure Standard, tell me what you think are the best things to order from there. So we are at a place right now with our whole remodel situation that we're really looking to bulk up on stored items. And $200 is a good amount. You know, if we learned nothing from COVID last year, is that having food storage and having just a regular amount that you spend every month to keep food stored is a very practical, reasonable thing to do. And that's only $50 a week. And especially if I'm using it with my regular food. It's so hot right now, you guys, I'm not even kidding you. But anyway, especially if you're using it with your regular food, you know, that's not a tremendous amount to have in your budget. Of course, you know, compared to my budget in the past, it probably seems like a lot, but it's not a crazy amount, okay? Even if you add that 200 and another 200, another $50 a week, that's only $400 a month. And considering how many grown people I feed, I think we're still doing good. So anyway, All right, well, this is what I got. So if you guys are interested in Azure and you're like me and you want to make some changes to your diet, I'll have a link down in the description box. It's not an affiliate link exactly, but they do give me like a little, you know, couple dollars to put in my account. Frankly, I don't even know how it really works because I don't know that I've had any money come back from it at this point, but if you're interested in it, you can check it out. It's, I'm using it, and I'm very excited about the prospect of feeding my family healthier, and I hope you are too. So anyway, this is what we're getting this month. I'll keep you posted as to what we get this next month. So I am gonna go ahead and load this up into these buckets, and I might do another video and show you what it all looks like when it's done. I gotta clean these buckets and everything. So anyway, that's it. You all have a good day. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.